Hey guys, it's me from the very, very far future now. I released this video yesterday, but I messed up the aspect ratio of it. So I just thought it would just be better to take down the video and go ahead and re-upload it with the fixed aspect ratio, so it's not gonna look like it's from 2010 or whatever. But, so yeah, sorry about that. It won't happen again. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. Alright, enjoy the video. I spent way too long trying to style my hair for this. I don't even know why. It's not like I'm getting in front of people. I mean, I am, but... whatever. No Shave November is over. I am no longer sporting the beard or the hair. So the other day I was watching an episode of Trash Taste Podcast. Which, by the way, great group of guys. They're so nice. You guys should all go and subscribe to them because they're really awesome.
Never start an Attitude channel in your team.
No.
Because you'll very highly regret it.
But anyways, in their third episode, they talk about school days. And, well, the consensus of whether or not school days was good or not was... mixed at best.
Funny that you say like the school days like Mal is either like a 10 or a 2.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
definitely one of those people who put it as a 10.
I know you did, you piece of shit. Because I know exactly what
is going on here?
School day sucks.
Now, I've never actually gotten around to actually watching School Days, but I did know a couple of spoilers. So not wanting to take the word of others, I decided, hey, you know, why not give it a watch? Maybe it's actually really good. Maybe it's really bad. Now, to preface this video, I want to go ahead and put a spoiler warning right here, because like the Icon video, I want to go episode by episode so you guys can see my kind of thought process as I watch this anime. So I had a different approach to School Days than I feel a lot of people did. For starters, I really just wanted to go ahead and see if there was maybe some deeper meaning within School Days. You know, like some sort of theme or bigger arching picture. And maybe some people saw that, maybe some people didn't see that, and that's why there was a bigger mixed bag of emotions on it. As well, I also knew that the main character would die, and apparently he had an orgy. But I didn't know, other than that, how the story progressed or what got to the point where the main character would die. So I thought maybe the story is about how love can corrupt or something along those lines, because you don't have a character that dies just because, right? So we open episode 1 with Makoto. He's riding on the train when he notices this girl named Katsura Kotonoha. Kotonoha?
Kotonoha. Word leaf.
Something along those lines. But he notices her riding the same train as him. He then spends an undetermined amount of time just watching her.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy.
And if that wasn't already creepy enough, one day he just up and decides he wants more and decides to take a picture of her. So in the anime, there's this urban legend where if you manage to take a picture of somebody, save it to your wallpaper, and then not be found out for 2 weeks, you will have a happy life with that person. Unfortunately, Makoto doesn't even make it through the first day when this girl named Sekai, who couldn't have a more worldly name if she tried, finds the picture on his wallpaper. Sekai feels bad that she made Makoto lose the urban legend challenge within the first day. So she then spends the rest of the anime trying to get the two together. Hijinks ensue, and that's the whole anime. Man, I wish that were true. Within the first episode, Sekai manages to get Katsura and Makoto together, which takes some rom-coms like 5 seasons before even a slight hint of relationship might happen. So if you're thinking this anime moves really fast, oh, don't worry, we're just getting started. Episode 2 is Makoto and Katsura's little date together, and it's all well and good, except Makoto spends the entire date doing whatever he wants and not really caring about Katsura. And Sekai finds out about this, and she's rightfully upset. Sekai gives Makoto these movie tickets, and tells him he needs to actually ensure Katsuda is having a good time, and that if he actually manages to succeed in that, you know, something good might happen, like a kiss. Makoto then brings Katsuda to the movie theater, and he tries his best to set the mood, except, well, he doesn't set the mood and just kind of goes in for a kiss. So, rightfully, he gets slapped. Episode 3 is mainly about Katsuda being really sorry for slapping Makoto, except, you know, it's kind of justified because he wasn't the one who set the right mood and kind of just went in for it, thinking that, oh, all I have to do is be nice and then she'll give me, you know, some good times. It actually reminds me of somebody. So to make it up to Makoto, Katsuda decides to invite him to her house to hang out with her and her sister. That's very nice and cute. So far, one can argue that this anime is kind of a cutesy rom-com, where it's like a semi-accurate depiction of what the first girlfriend is like. And that FU moment comes in the way of episode 4. Makoto, unsure of how to set the mood, turns towards Sekai, and she happily obliges by using herself as a test dummy to set the mood for him. Except I guess she does her job a little too well because, well, this happens.
No! No! God, please, no! 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 No!
From here, Makoto, the slime bag that he is, starts to like Sekai more than his, you know, girlfriend. And that inevitably leads him to go to Sekai's house and Netflix without any chill. A good portion then of episode 6 is Makoto and Sekai's new relationship, where they practice with each other, with Katsuda blissfully unaware. Up until... Cheers! She finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her, and instead of breaking up with him or confronting him, thinks that it is her fault that he's cheating on her because she didn't let him have his way. Real talk, if you're ever in a situation like this, remember it is never your fault that your significant other is cheating. You are allowed to not want to do things with them. And if they don't respect your boundaries, that makes them a horrible, horrible person. Please, please find help if you are ever in this relationship, in a relationship like this. I'm sorry I got off topic, but I just needed to get that out there because this anime really pissed me off at this point. The next couple of episodes are then about the school festival. I'm gonna skip a lot of what happens in the school festival because it's not really all that important to the story, but to really quick summarize, one of Sekai's friends also liked Makoto, but Sekai ultimately took him away from her. Also during the school festival, we find out that Katsuda is being bullied. We kind of knew from hints in the beginning of the anime that this was happening, but it's during the school festival where you really see how badly she's bullied. A lot of the work that was supposed to be done by 6 different people is pushed onto Katsuda, mainly because the other girls just think she's pretentious or something. The main bully of Katsuda, a girl by the name of Otome, also likes Makoto, and guess what happens next?
I need to fucking you.
There's also this folk dance side story where if a girl and a boy folk dance together, they're going to have a long, happy life or something. And so Katsuda really wants to folk dance with Makoto, but ultimately Makoto decides to folk dance with Sekai, but at the same time he also cheats on Sekai. So, and sure, during the festival Sekai also cheats on Makoto. But, I mean, at this point, can you blame the poor girl? In her heart of hearts, she knows that Makoto is being such a douchebag. He doesn't talk to her. He ignores her whenever she tries to talk to him. They've never once discussed about the fact that maybe Makoto doesn't want to be with her anymore. And we as the audience already know that Makoto is not faithful to any of the girls. But despite all of this, Katsuda still adamantly states that she loves Makoto because he's the only one that gives her attention. And she clings to that because she really doesn't have anything else at this point. Her parents are never around, it seems. She's bullied at school, and it seems that she has to take care of her little sister all by herself. And after the school festival ends, this dickweed Makoto tells her that they're not a thing anymore. That finally breaks Katsuda, and she falls into a delusion that she and Makoto are still dating. She spends hours talking to him, when in reality, he blocked her number long ago, and all she can really hear is the dial tone. And while Katsuda is in this deep, deep pain and sorrow, the man who put her in this spot, Makoto, has gone full fuckboy mode and began sleeping with every single, and sometimes not even fucking single, girl in his school. Like at one point, this fucking waste of drawing talent has a threesome, all while still being in a relationship with Sekai. I'm so done with this show. It physically can't get any more trashy, can it?
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
Yeah, this dude got her f***ing pregnant, and all the other girls, once they hear of this, leave his ass. And Makoto is really pissed and upset about this, and he blames Sekai for getting pregnant. Like, yeah, it's all her fault for getting his dick inside of her, right? It's her fault for getting pregnant, right? Cause I guess she slipped on a banana and whoops, she landed on his f***ing penis, right? And Makoto, this bastard, finds Katsuda, and he uses her once again to try and escape the responsibility of now having to try and take care of Sekai and his baby. Maybe instead of running away with Katsuda, you can talk to Sekai and discuss potential options and how you're going to take care of the child. And maybe if you don't want to, what are some plans that you guys are gonna do instead of have the actual child? God f***ing damn it, I wish this would f***ing end! Oh. Oh. Wait, so does this make this good now? Is this just for gore? Shock factor? Is there a deeper meaning to this? Is this to show how growing up corrupts you? Loss of innocence? Is this the Japanese version of Catcher in the Rye? Growing up corrupts you. So I don't really know at this point what to think of School Days. On one hand, I understand why people would consider it a really bad anime. The main character is a piece of shit, and most of the side characters are also pieces of shit. But you could also make the argument that that's the point. It's all really how you take the end scene. If you see it as just shock factor, then I can agree with you that it's just a long, twisted ride down a really horrible end of a story, right? But if you say the ending is the natural conclusion to the story, then I can 100% agree with you that this anime might have a lot of meaning to it and a lot of depth to it. Personally, I don't know whether or not the ending was just shock factor or the natural conclusion, like I said. On one hand, the show does a really good job of setting up every single plot point to lead into everything else, and you can kind of understand what the characters are doing when and why. But at the same time, the boat scene, the other one, is almost entirely unnecessary and is very much shock factor. And it's the fact that it's so unclear about whether or not the ending is shock factor or theme that really makes it hard for me to decide which way I would say School Days should be, whether it should be good or bad. Hey yo, John from the future in the editing sphere here to say I want to also point out this scene right as Sekai is killing Makoto, that I feel is also another point as to why people would say that this anime is a potentially good anime, because the scene is so well shot, and as well you can really feel the emotion from Sekai. But anyways, future genre. But I do say people should go ahead and watch it. If not for the themes that it may potentially have, at least you get to watch Makoto get his comeuppance. But let me know what you think down below, because I'm honestly really interested to hear what other people think about this. Is it good? Is it bad? Should teenagers make YouTube channels because they make crappy opinions on School Days? Like, dislike, sub, and I'll see you guys next time.